Mr. Phone Man, a Marvel fanfiction written on AO3 by SnazzyJasz. Do you ever just randomly sing something and it doesn't even make sense, but it's catchy, so you keep singing it? Well, Peter has, and he didn't expect it to result in this. Okay, first off, it doesn't necessarily not make sense. It just only makes sense for a niche few. This is a short line in the comics, based off everyday problems being solved by superheroes. Like, you burnt your pancakes? Pancaker to the rescue. You lost your favourite lucky hair tie? The search and find team has got you. Crack or break your phone? The phone man can replace it or repair it in a proof. And, well, Peter, being Spider-Man, breaks his phone a lot. Usually a month. Okay, a week. Okay, a few times a week. He's a disaster, and he knows it. But, sometimes buildings to spring up out of nowhere, and he's gotten attached to them and swinging after bad guys. Who steals a small tricycle after robbing a bank anyway? Not the point. The point is exactly Peter likes jingles. And he likes everyday heroes. So sue him if he started singing to himself every time he broke his phone. At least it's catchy. So, when Peter crashed into the wall on his way home from catching the tricycle robber, of course he sang, "Dear Mr. Phone Man, bring me a phone. I hit another on the wall on my way home from patrol." What he wasn't expecting was what Karen said next. Patrol recording ended. Video and audio file saved. Sending to Friday for analysis. Wait, Peter says. He paused a block away from his apartment, clinging grouch to the bricks on the ceiling. Karen, please tell me the jingle wasn't included in that. Peter, you set the key phrase to end the baby monitor protocol as the words, "on my way home from patrol." In accordance to my algorithms, the recordings set 5 seconds after you say that phrase are headed to the direction of either your apartment or approved secondary locations. Nah, sister. You ain't taking me to no secondary location. Peter started moving as he thought about Mr. Stark. Only really looks at videos when he doesn't admit being hurt. So really it should be fine. He shouldn't hear it at all. Self-assured, Peter swung into the apartment window, barely changing in his pajamas before he got writing his essay that's due in a few hours. After all, who needs sleep? Tony really wished he was asleep right now. But no. Instead, he was returning from a hard, week-long mission, wherein they had too many casualties for his liking. Well, even one is more than he likes. But tonight, he couldn't even save, "Sir, it seems you are entering a state of high distress. Would you like for me to call for boss?" "No," he croaked, shaking off the sights that haunted him. "No, I don't want to wake Pep. Otherwise, pull her off from what she's doing. I'll be fine. Just play something to distract me, yeah?" He made his way to the workbench. Friday asked him if he'd like an update on the spiderson protocol. The protocol had been rewritten after Peter had been rightly confronted about being a little overbearing. He was still working on trust issues, and it was affecting a lot of his life. "Sure, let's hear the rundown. If you have any good stories, play the audio for me, please, dear." Tony got to work on the new designs for his arc reactor-powered today-to-day devices, including a few medical devices. He kept it grounded enough to buy Peter's tales of saving kittens from trees and one very adventurous chihuahua and stopping a petty theft, which was not all he did, but it was certainly a lot of it. And that was when Tony asked for notes on the newest Stark phone to be pulled up. Friday offered up a new audio of Peter singing, "Dear Mr. Phone Man, bring me a phone. I hit another on the wall on my way home from patrol." Tony stared at the wall, the ceiling, and then at the table in front of him, before bursting out into uncontrollable laughter. It took him nearly a half hour to calm down, enough from his hysterics to ask Friday to save that as his ringtone. Half an hour later, overlooking the statistics on how many phones Peter had broken in the last month, he set up an alarm to notify him every time Peter broke a phone. "Sir," Friday began, "might I recommend that the tone for your new alert be your newest addition?" "Oh, Friday, I know I kept you around for something. Yes, do it. And get him a phone man case while you're at it." He couldn't wait to see Peter's face when he figured out what the new tone alert was for.